Hello and welcome to Cricbuzz Comm Box. I'm Saiyami Kher and I have Simon with me. We were hoping that Kane would still be batting, Simon, but unfortunately he got out. Gujarat are 83 for 2 at the 10-over point. Gill looking good on 29. Kane Williamson looked very good for his 26 before he fell to Harpreet Brar. Harpreet has gotten that 1 wicket in his 3 overs. Rabada got the 1 wicket in his 2. Simon, even Stevens, you feel?
Fairly even at the moment. The one thing slightly concerning, I guess, from a Gujarat point of view is of the 60 balls that are bowled, plus the extra runs, Shubman's only faced 19.
Yes.
Hasn't seen a lot of the strike, so the score may seem a little bit low, but he's hardly seen much of the strike at all. Just 19 of those 60 balls bowled. And you look at Saha 13 and Williamson 22. So he'll see more of the strike as time goes on. But I think they need about another 105, don't they? Exactly. I think would be a pretty perfect score in the last 10 overs if they can get that right. I think they'll be heading down the right track. But look, I think Punjab have bowled pretty well. You've used the surface. They hear the commentators talking about a little bit of pace and bounce in the pitch. So the back of the length, almost like a test match style length, has been quite difficult to get away. So yeah, I think it is relatively even. And when you look at what's left to come for Gujarat, they don't have an enormous amount of power. Yes. They've got Shankar, obviously, Tewatia, Rashid. It's not Omar Azai, and they're sort of more all-rounders rather than big power hitters. So you've got to get to a position where maybe a 25 off 10 from a Tewatia gets them to that 180, 190 point.
But this is an important partnership, Sai Sudarshan and Shubman Gill. You think they'll be taking it slowly, or do you think they'll step on the accelerator right away?
I think if you look for a minimum of 8 and over for the next 5, that gets you another 40, puts you in a position for the last 5 to maybe get 12, 13, 14 and over. And then from there, you only need one big over that goes for 18, 20, and all of a sudden that 180, 185, 190s right in the ballpark. So I don't think they can afford to go all guns blazing right now. I think steady as she goes, 8, 8.5, 9 and over, if they can do that comfortably. For the next 4 or 5, I think that'll see them in a pretty good position leading into that back 5.
Well, let's have a look at the bowling card now, because like you said, they bowled very well, those test lengths that they were bowling. Arshdeep's been economical, hasn't gotten a wicket. Harshal Patel hasn't gotten a wicket either, but Rabada looked impressive and Harpreet Brar's bowled very well.
Yeah, they're all decent, aren't they? That's the one thing. Sam Curran's 1 over went for 10, but there was a couple of good shots from Kane Williamson in there. Having Sikandar Raza as that 6th bowling option is good. He can bowl a couple through the middle here, and it just means they don't have to completely bowl out all of their seamers, so they can use a little bit more variety at the back end of the innings, maybe a couple from Rabada, 1 from Sam Curran, 1 from Arshdeep, and just change things around a little bit at the back end. So if they can sneak maybe 2 more overs of Sikandar Raza in, I think that puts them in a better position at the back end of the innings, Punjab, to maybe just reel things in a little bit. They won't have to bowl Harshal 3 at the back or 2 at the back. They may be able to just control things a little bit better.
So you think Arshdeep will be left with Harshal Patel to the end?
That's the general thought, but Sam Curran can certainly do that job as well as a death bowler. I think they'll bring Rabada back in the next couple. He usually comes in that 12, 13, 14 mark just to try and pick up a wicket, break a partnership. So I'd expect to see him back within the next 2 to 3 overs just to try and break this partnership, which, as we've just talked about, is quite a crucial one for the Titans.
All right, let's wait and watch. Like Simon said, if they cruise along and get to 191, I think it would be great. We'll wait and watch, but don't forget to join us in the mid-match show. We'll see you all soon.